So where does happiness come from? We normally seek happiness externally. We go to places, we reach the heights of our career, we spend time working on pursuits thinking that they will give us happiness, monetary happiness. We actually think it's normally wealth or money that gives us this happiness. Whereas in fact, 9 times out of 10, it's not money that's actually making you happy. It's your attitude towards, or the way you look at something. That's actually what's giving you happiness. I remember a little while back I was reading a men's magazine, and they had an interesting article in there about a series of successful men and how well they'd done in their lives. They were middle-aged, they were at the heights of their career, they had a house, they were married, they had children, they had cars, not just one, they had a couple of cars in the household, they had lots of disposable income. So by all extents of the world, by all extents of how we look at what success is, they were successful in their lives. Yet, all of these people were depressed. All of these people were lacking in happiness, lacking in contentment. And the question to ask is why? All of those things that they had, the money, the success, the career, the family, the cars, the disposable income, family, holidays every year, etc. Shouldn't that make you happy? Why would you be depressed in that situation? Because, again, in my opinion, maybe there was something bigger that was lacking there. Maybe their attitude towards these things, they felt that to be content, to have made it in the world, I just need to be at the pinnacle of my job, or to have 3 cars, or to be married to this beautiful woman or man, or have 3 children or 2 children, etc. To them, they thought that would make them happy. The problem with that is it's an external thing. Because it's external from you, that's not necessarily going to make you happy, because happiness is an internal thing. Happiness is an emotional state that comes from inside of you. Happiness, in fact, is a skill that can be learned. It's not something that is external. You don't need to look for it outside. So, for example, you could be quite happy living in a small bedsit, in maybe a rundown area of town, but just being surrounded by some good friends. Because your attitude towards what you have, you're okay with, you're content with. You could want more, but you're quite content in what you have in that moment. And that sense of contentment, because you're okay with what you have, creates this sense of, I'm okay. Creates this sense of happiness, creates this sense of things aren't so bad. And that's incredibly important, because we always think that, advertising and things, that drinking that can of Coke will make you happy. Marrying that beautiful woman or beautiful man will make you happy. Buying that car will make you happy. It will give you that sense of happiness. Don't get me wrong. You might be happy, maybe for a day, a week, maybe even a couple of weeks. But inevitably, that happiness fizzles away. Because what you thought would make you happy, actually owning the car, it wasn't actually the car that made you, that has created that happiness. It's the joy that you have created inside of yourself, that you think you have, by owning the car. So in fact, the joy is coming from you. The car is just a tool for you to express that happiness, if that makes sense. You could buy something else and it'll be the same thing. The joy is actually inside of you, but you're giving the expression to the object in front of you. So in fact, maybe it's not about the external, not about the car or the tool that is creating the happiness, but trying to work out inside, where is that happiness actually coming from? And inevitably what you will find is happiness, it's a state, it's something that you can create within yourself. You don't need to externally seek it, it's just there.